What is happening, everybody? So I am going to take you through a quick workout. This is going to be one of the fastest but most devastating workouts you could do. Devastating in a good way, if that's even a thing. But I reckon on average, most people, it would take about 15-20 minutes. And all you need is a set of dumbbells and a box or something that you can step up or jump up on. And this is going to be pretty nasty. I haven't got long. I've got about 20 minutes and then I've got to get out of here and go home. So I just wanted something that's super quick, super fast and super effective. But by the end of it, I am going to be blowing.
Come on.
Come on.
No, really.
So here is the workout. So it should take you 15-20 minutes, maybe a little bit longer depending on how fit you are and how used to this style of workout you are. But it's quick in and out. So what it is dumbbell thrusters. You're going to start with 10 repetitions and then you're going to do burpee box jump overs. 10 repetitions, and then you're going to work your way back onto the thrusters. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on all of them. So you're working your way down in the numbers. You could also, if you don't want to do the box jumps, you could just do burpees in and then step up and walk over the box. Or you can do a mountain climber if you don't want to do burpees and then step up and walk over the box. But the same thing, 10 repetitions on both, then 9 repetitions on both, then 8 repetitions on both, and etc. until you get all the way down to 1. And let me tell you, you are going to be blowing, your legs are going to be hurting, your shoulders are going to be hurting, your abs are going to be hurting, and it is going to be effective. You're going to be burning some serious calories as well. Okay, so that was horrendous. After the first 2 rounds, I kind of thought to myself, why am I putting myself through this? But I think it took around 15 minutes in total. And I'm done. Done. Legs are wiped, shoulders wiped. Out of breath, sweating, I can feel it in my abs. All in all, pretty good full body burner that's going to be completed in 15-20 minutes. And it's going to push you mentally. So give it a try. Let me know how you get on. I'm going home now to collapse. What is that?
It's the kindness cup.
Kindness cup.
Yeah.
What did you get the kindness cup for? Obviously being kind.
It's because you've been a really massive good brother. Even because you've been so patient and you need even when my mum feeds Maggie.
Okay, so you were a really good big brother, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And patient.
And patient. That is super good.
Yeah,
Keep it for a week, don't
even
you?
I was so good at playtime.
You're so good at playtime.
Yeah.
And you get to keep it for a week. Kindness cup.
You get, look, Bumblebee's out. Transformers, Bumblebee film.
There's Benny chomping down on some sort of bone, which is like the size of my head.
I said no.
Macaroni.
It's probably like, I don't know.
Old. This old.
It's big.
No, yeah.
There's Magster in her favourite position on Mummy. So it's a Friday evening and finish work relatively early for a Friday. Sometimes I'm at work a lot later on a Friday evening, but back quite early. So, gonna chill out. It's really miserable outside. Still got to take the dog for a walk. It's a bit of a pain in the arse. But, yeah. So Fridays we tend to be a little bit more relaxed with food. So I think today we're actually having homemade burgers and chips, and then some salad. And what I thought I'd do is I'd talk to you guys a little bit about the weekends and food, because I find with most people that I work with, people are pretty good with their food Monday to Friday, especially when they're trying to be good, because they're in a kind of work week routine. So Monday to Fridays are normally a little bit more routined, so that means that their eating patterns tend to be a bit more routine and their food tends to be a bit more routine. So they can stick to something a lot easier, and most things are done out of habit, tend to eat the same foods. So if you get into good habits with that, then it's a lot easier to stick to. What I find is where most people go wrong is when it comes to the weekend. So if you've been dieting really hard, when I say dieting really hard, it tends to be people cutting out lots of stuff that they enjoy, the typical things that they class as being bad for them, things like chocolate, crisps, takeaways, I don't know, burgers, all sorts of things that people class as being really bad for them and viewed as bad, so they cut them out during the week and go super strict and super restrictive, which then normally means that when the weekend comes along you think, I've been so good all week, I deserve to have a treat. But this is where the problem lies with most people, is they've been so strict during the week that when the weekend comes along they're tired, they say that I deserve a bit of a treat, but that treat turns into an overconsumption of calories by miles. And in your head somewhere you're thinking, well, because I was so good during the week, then I can get away with eating all this food because I'm not kind of doing it every day. However, you could easily be very good during the week and cut out 2,000 calories. Yeah?
I want, Dad.
Yeah.
Daddy.
We'll get there. Yeah.
Can you get me top?
Yep, I'll get you a top. Okay. Right, t-shirt. Do. Here you go. Top. Good boy. So Arthur's actually just had his cousin round. That's why the bedroom is upside down, and there's also a lot of stuff that needs to be put back in the loft. But the bedroom does look like that 90% of the time.
Guys, we go swim and we're swimming pee-pee.
So, yeah, most people, they will cut out, say, roughly 2,000 calories during the week from being really good.
Dad, let me do it.
And you put yourself in a calorie deficit in order to lose weight. But then what happens is you overconsume calories at the weekend and those 2,000 calories. So actually, if you look at your week in a whole, even though you've been good during the week, you've made up those calories you cut out at the weekend, and that is why you are not losing weight, because you feel like you deserve that treat. And yes, you do, but it needs to be more controlled. You can't just have a huge blowout.
Guys, come and have a look
What? What are we looking at?
Stickers on the wall.
Stickers on the wall, yep. These little stickers, everywhere. Look. Love it. Yep, all over everything. It's a good job that the hallway isn't finished yet. So that is why people struggle. Yes, you deserve a treat at the weekends and you deserve to be a bit more chilled out, but you still need to have control. You can't just blow out on everything. You can't just sit there and eat 3 tubs of Ben & Jerry's and a Domino's
It's
pizza.
Emily's fault.
You need to be more strategic with how you do things, and that takes time. You know, that takes, yes, have a treat, but instead of buying a family-sized chocolate bar, buy a normal-sized chocolate bar. Or instead of buying 3 different types of sharing packs of chocolate, just buy one and share it with your partner. If you're going to get a Domino's on a Friday evening, don't then go and get a takeaway on a Saturday and eat lunch out on Saturday and have a big breakfast on Saturday, because over time those calories are going to add up, and that is a lot of the time why people struggle to lose weight, because their weekends are normally where they blow out and add on those calories that they've been so good
And where they live.
cutting out during the week. Huh?
Where they live.
I don't know where they live. Where do you live? He wants to know where you live for some reason. But I don't know where you live. You could live anywhere. Where do you live?
Where you are.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. He does live where I am because he is my son. So anyway, tonight we're having home-cooked burgers
I'm having a burger, yeah.
with chips
With chips.
and probably salad.
I can
And
put
then
it
we'll
up
have
with
something
that on.
chocolatey as
Put
well,
it up
some
with
sort of
that
treat. That being said, all that talk, here's a little diet tip for you. And if you follow me on social media, you probably would have already seen this. And that is to never go shopping hungry. And especially never go to Marks and Spencer's at the end of the day shopping hungry. Because what happens is
Right?
they have your favourite birthday cake on sale, and then boom, this happens. The extremely chocolatey birthday cake.
Daddy.
And it's not even anyone's birthday, but because it's your favourite one,
I'll get the shellfish's mark.
it's impossible to film with a toddler around. They just talk the whole way through. So if there's lots of talking in the background, you know who to blame. So it's your favourite one. It's on sale. It's no one's birthday, but it's ridiculously cheap. So you're going to end up buying it because you're hungry. And that's exactly what I did last night. And I'm not going to lie, I ate 3/4 of it. But as long as that doesn't happen that often. So that is a very rare occasion for me to do that. And then you're okay. But if that seems to happen on a regular basis, then you need to
Daddy,
stop.
guess what?